The $15 billion obituary. Meta just wrote a $15 billion obituary for its open-source AI strategy. The launch of Muse Spark marks the moment Mark Zuckerberg stopped giving away research and started building a proprietary wall around the users he already owns. And the internal casualty list of this $15 billion hire is longer than the press release admits. The hostile takeover affair. While the press focuses on benchmarks, the internal displacement of veteran AI leadership is the real tactical move. By handing the keys to a 29-year-old startup founder like Alexandr Wang, Zuckerberg has effectively quarantined the academic research culture that favored open weights over product speed. Wang's superintelligence lab operates in a secure zone within Menlo Park, disconnected from the transparency that once defined the fundamental AI research group. This is not just a hire, it is a structural pivot to prioritize agentic execution over peer-reviewed prestige. That organizational secrecy was the prerequisite for the technical bait-and-switch inside Muse Spark. The end of open research. Muse Spark is not a continuation of the llama line. It is the first brick in a closed ecosystem. For years, Meta played the open-source card to commoditize the models of its competitors, but that strategy hit a ceiling when it came to monetization. This new agentic operating system, developed under the codename Avocado, is designed to be the middleman for every transaction on Instagram and WhatsApp. By moving to a proprietary model, Meta is finally building the vertical integration required to tax the digital economy they previously just hosted. But even a proprietary wall cannot hide the reality of the $135 billion capex problem. The math of strategic desperation. The math on this pivot is brutal. Meta's projected 2026 capital expenditure is hitting $135 billion, nearly double the previous year's spend. This level of investment is only sustainable if Muse Spark agents can move the needle on the new Meta One subscription tiers. Skeptics should look closely at the stagnation in legacy ad revenue versus the adoption of these premium AI features. If these agents do not start closing sales and managing logistics for small businesses by the end of the year, the income statement is going to look like a historic liability. The numbers suggest a strategic desperation that points toward one inescapable endgame for the company. The real signal under the noise. Meta is no longer a social media company experimenting with AI. It is a proprietary agent company, desperately trying to tax its own user base to offset the highest capex in corporate history. By sidelining the open research veterans and moving toward a subscription-based Meta One model, Zuckerberg is acknowledging that data harvesting alone can no longer fund the most expensive compute race in history. This shift transforms Meta from a platform of social connection into a service provider of automated labor, where the cost of entry is a monthly fee and the lock-in is your entire digital workflow. Investors should watch the quarterly conversion rates of free users to Meta One subscribers as the only metric that matters. If Muse Spark cannot automate revenue before the next hardware refresh, the $135 billion bet becomes a liability that no amount of ad growth can cover. The specific indicator to watch is the Q3 reporting on enterprise agent adoption within WhatsApp business. Subscribe for more.